All right, so card number 3, this was actually the last one that I designed. So it's got the right color ribbons on it and everything. So much fun. I also want to show you that this card will actually, maybe I'll show you a little later because I think it's farther down in the stack. But that balloon, oh, here we go. That balloon came out of that sheet. So when you're die cutting things and using things in multiple places, save those extra pieces. You never know when you're going to use them. So, okay, so this card was a little fun. This has got some added texture. We are using an embossing folder on this one. I have them pre-embossed. It's from the Stripes and Splatters 3D embossing. So I just did the embossing on the little background strips. And I've included them straight for you. You can do what you want to do, however you want to do it. But I've kind of included them pretty straight for you. So we're going to start off with the basics. We're putting this aside because we're going to cut the fun times out of that. We're covering up the Let's Party with that. I lost my balloon. Where'd my balloon go? Oh man, this is not a good thing. I don't know where my balloon is. So we're going to pretend with the balloon because my balloon is MIA. We'll get the rest of it done. And I promise you that you have a balloon in yours. All right. So the way that I did this card is I had like the blue cuts went one way and the pink cuts went the other way. And so I'm just going to use my little trimmer. You know, this is not something that's available. I'm very sorry. We got these out of a celebration one year and I love this thing. So this one has the same chop on both sides going the same direction. So short to long and just eyeballing. It doesn't need to be perfect. So I've got 2 going that way. So 2 with the angle longer at the bottom, short at the top. And then these we're gonna go the opposite. We're gonna go longer at the top, short at the bottom. No, I take that back. You kind of know what I'm saying, right? I want my angles to go a different way. I want them to be the opposite. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm sorry if I'm not. It all made sense to me the other day when I did it. Pretty sure I can just flip them around. Yeah. Well, no. That's all right. I meant to do that. That's what I meant to do. All right. So we are going to start. Wow, I am a hot mess express because even my yellow piece is missing out of this card. I sure hope it's not missing out of yours. I don't think it is. Here's mine. Okay. So we're going to layer the yellow on to the, or we're going to layer the card onto the Lemon Lolly. This is a new color. It's kind of cute. It's like a little pastel-y, got a little brightness to it. I'm gonna grab my chopper out again and I'm gonna chop off my Fun Times. Kind of goes towards the bottom. So, oh man, struggling today, struggle bus. And then you can either cut that with your scissors. I had it going off the edge a little bit, or you can put it back on that chopper just so you have a little better control, or your paper cutter, however you want to do it. So I just went ahead and cut that. That's ready to go on there. It doesn't matter what size it is. Put that aside because you can use that later. I need a bow. So I'm gonna make a little bow. I'm gonna go see if I can find my balloon. So disappointed about that because we need a balloon for this, right? My bow's being a little wonky. That's all right. It's handmade. It's supposed to look cute. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right. I'm gonna cover that, put that aside. Let's see if we can find our balloon. So disappointed in myself. Where is my balloon? That into my extras here. Sorry. Oh, look, I have a balloon. There's one. Okay. Now I just need to know where my die is. And by the magic of TV, pretty sure my die is right here. We are going to go ahead and die cut this. So the way that this works is I'm just going to lay it on there. I'm going to use my little handy dandy mini machine because it's right here. Okay. The great thing about the mini is it tells you exactly what you're going to do. So in this case, we're going to use the base plate. Then it wants you to use 1 and 2 of these, which are the clear, which mine are not too clear right now because they are well loved. I'm going to place this where I want it. I'm going to pray to the die cut gods that it doesn't move because I don't have my tape handy, but I do recommend that you use a little kind of low tack tape to hold that in place because this one does not have a magnet board. This is the mini. So if you're trying to get started and you don't want the big one, this one's super cute. It's travelable, it's like little, but I will tell you, not all of our dies fit in it. So keep that in mind. Also, loving the cart. The cart's right next to me, and I didn't have to jump up and find things. So making life a little easier. I'm going to throw this die back over in that one in case when I get there I need to do it. I'm going to take this card and I'm going to put it aside because I may need it when I get to that card. Okay, so we're back on track now. So now we're going to do our background, and we are just going to decide what side we want. This side. Doesn't look like there's a huge difference, and I'm just going to start randomly throwing things on here. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be in the background. You're not going to see most of it. Just I would make sure you get a little adhesive on both sides. Okay. And then I'm going to pop that there. And I'm popping that there. Now, could you do this card without that? Absolutely. It'd be so cute. I don't want people to be completely overwhelmed when they get started that you need everything. I do try to design my cards so that you don't feel like you need everything, that you can start off like we offer. Everything you'll notice is always like a bundle or a kit or something like that, where I do offer extras that if you want to build your Stampin' product up and have the extra to do the extra stuff, you absolutely can. But when you sign up for a class with me, I'm always going to tell you, if you're in person, I will have most of the stuff for you aside from your basic Stampers kit and your adhesives. You always have to have your own adhesives. But I'm going to have, if there's stamps or things like that. But if you're virtual, you kind of need to have those things. I can't stamp things for you, but I will always die cut and do as much as I can possible because I love my virtual friends and I wish that you could stamp with me, but this is the next best thing, right? Okay, so I die cut the 2 little streamers that came out of the coordinating bundle for, that didn't come off. The coordinating bundle for the stamp set had this, and so I'm just gonna put those 2 together like that, and then I'm gonna get one more, and I'm going to pop it on the back there. Then we're gonna need one for the back of our bow that we did earlier. Sometimes some bows you might want 2. I think this one will be fine. So we've kind of put together our little wonky little friend. Oh, I forgot. I gave you ribbon. Hold on. I gave you baker's twine. I should have done this before we did the bow. Went a little crazy there. So you could double this up if you wanted and tie a bow. And then, let's see. I want to try to make sure that I'm staying under the camera. I'm sorry if I get bad and don't do that. So because I didn't tie it around ahead of time, and it's okay that we have all these at different lengths. I'm just gonna go ahead and glue dot that as well, because, you know, I meant to do that. And then we've got this crazy little bow here. If you wanted to, you could actually like just do a knot and put this on the back, because that does look a little bit crazy there. So let's do this. Let's just make these a string. So I got a knot to hold that glue dot. I'm gonna put that glue dot on here. And I'm gonna pop that on the back, and there we go. Look at that. Okay, so put some dimensionals on there, lots of dimensionals, so we get wherever it's hitting. Never can have too many dimensionals, ever. Okay, and then I'm just gonna pop that up in the corner, and then I'm gonna take my Fun Times. I kind of think it needs to be cut down a little bit, so I'm gonna chop that top off a little bit, because I don't like it. It looks a little too long. And I'm gonna kind of just eyeball this. It's probably gonna be crooked, but I'm gonna live with it. So I chop that off a little bit. And then again, my favorite dimensional. See how those are coming off? I don't know what was wrong with that other sheet. I wonder if they got Arizona heat does things weird sometimes. So we're gonna go ahead and add this Fun Times. We can't do too far. I might've made it a little wide, but there you go. There's your Fun Times card. That's card number 3 down.